What's up, guys? Michael Todd here. Today's video, we're going to review Dave Chaffee versus Vitaly Laletin, their first match. See what we got. All right, so this is a long video, and we're going to just kind of scroll through this thing the best we can. All right, looks like we got round one kicking off here. Referee's grip, obviously. Closing Dave. Closing Vitaly. Okay, very neutral slip. Looks real good. I would almost say that I saw Vitaly's wrist go this way. Now, obviously, this is their first match. We've seen what happened in the second match, which I'll review that match later. But I felt like I could get some pretty good insight from watching this match. Referee's grip still. Here we go. Closing thumbs. Close Vitaly first. Tight hand. Dave. Boom. All right, so Vitaly's pronation's holding up, but his riser's dropping. Dave's high hand, or knuckles this way, ripped back, but he's defeating the riser. And now the wrist seems to be gone, but the pronation is still intact from Vitaly. And I don't remember how these rounds go, so I'm watching this like a first time, so let's see what happens here. Vitaly's fighting hard, Dave's coming in for the press. Looks like he's probably gonna get the finish. Okay, so off his arm, he's vulnerable to a transitional press. Now, like I said, this was Vitaly back when. He may not be vulnerable to that anymore, but let's look at that replay real fast. So the vulnerability is the long lever. If you can expose it and push the hand past the shoulder and lay on it with a press. For Dave to come in here and win round one like that was very impressive. Let's see what they got. Referee's grip, square Dave, square Vitaly. Close Vitaly first, you know it's gonna be a tight hand. Close Dave, Dave's high, boom. Okay, so another, what looks like dominant hand control by Dave Chaffee in that slip. Back of the strap, you got Dave's elbow at the front of the pad, Vitaly's elbow back somewhere near the middle. It's a height discrepancy, so he's having to start from a further position back, close his hand, strong head, Dave closes up, ooh. So he's low hand top rolling, and it's because his lever's so long. Now his wrist is bent back badly, his arm's exposed, which is a very good defensive hold, good defensive posture. But yeah, he's in a bind. Okay, yeah. So Dave gets a foul there. Dave must have been on a runner. Wow. But that was very dominant. Very, very dominant. So let's go see what happens here. All right, closing the hands. Good position again. Good position. I mean, Vitaly is resilient. Like, he's holding on. Oh, and he's still hitting sideways. And he gets his cut back for just a second, then it's taken again. He's still in that low hand position, fighting hard. Dave's side pressure appears to be too much. But okay, now he's digging in, pushing a little bit, pushing sideways through this part of his hand. Dave comes back in, gets the flop press, and gets the pin. So Dave's transition to a press is not the ideal way to do it. Dave actually lets up center to get behind it, but he's such a strong human that when he does it and actually gets to set that shoulder behind him, he has so much pressuring power that he gets the job done. But you leave yourself open to an offensive attack big time when you transition that way. The preferred way of transitioning to a press is a lot of pec deck pressure to where you pec deck your shoulder into position. All right, obviously referee's grip every time. Closing the hand, boom. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that's where you see Vitaly's strong hand. Dave was trying to get away. Vitaly grabs his fingers and goes pushing sideways, and it actually takes Dave's elbow off the back of the pad. We have one foul on Dave Chaffee. Looks like Dave's gonna try to go for an offensive press. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, definitely was. I don't know if he missed the go or Vitaly just, that's a hard move to pull off against Vitaly. I'm not sure, but definitely a bad round for Dave. Very impressive for Vitaly. Vitaly seems to have good endurance. He's still in the match. It's probably the most dominant round yet, right? So looks like we're about to start this thing again. Closing hands, closing Dave now. Let's see what happens. Boom. Oh, same thing again. Pressing, holding, and you got Dave's elbow coming off the back of the pad. They give a foul to Vitaly Laletin for intentionally pushing him off. Yeah, Vitaly's holding on the hand trying to push him to the pad. He's not trying to push him off, in my opinion. Closing the hands. So he's still losing his riser here. But those strong fingers, yeah, so Dave runs off the back. There is no slip. Okay, so that's a foul on Dave Chaffee. But that should have been like a runner or something. I don't know. That should have been a loss in my opinion. I don't know. Let's see if he loses the round anyway. So I don't think it would have mattered in the outcome. I think it was gonna be a loss anyway. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely Dave's just in a bind and trying to push through, and Vitaly's pushing down. Dave tries to get away from it. He gets pinned, everything. So yeah. So we're into round 5. Referee's grip again. Ooh, see, listen, so now offensively, Vitaly's looking dangerous. But Dave held onto his fingers much better than just letting his hand go. So did very good slip, earned the strap. Now I'm assuming in the strap, Dave's a favorite. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens here. Closing Dave first, now Vitaly. Now Dave's wrist is gone. Both hands are about even. Dave's in a very vulnerable open bicep position, but he does still have a lot of side pressure. Can Vitaly finish that? Yep. I think they just called him for shoving him off the pad. I don't know if that would have been the right call. Let's see if we see a replay on that real quick. Looked like Vitaly was contesting it, and Tim's like, no, he went off the back, but that's an interesting call. Whether he went off the back or not does not determine where Vitaly was pressing, you know what I mean? Vitaly has 1 foul. So let's see what happens. Closing the hand, let's see what happens. Vitaly's getting the offensive starts now really good. Got Dave's hand in a bind. Both wrists are bent back. But Vitaly's aggressive, that side pressure. Pushing. These are those hits that I think, yeah, that's gonna finish the match right there. All right, so even if those were bad calls, Vitaly ended up winning that round anyway, so I don't think it had an outcome in the match necessarily. Could have called a pin earlier instead of the foul on Dave, you know what I mean? What's gonna happen here? So Dave's hand's badly compromised. Vitaly's in great position. We are in king of the table, east versus west, all slips go to the strap, so that's a strap match. That's the best outside the strap Vitaly has looked yet, except for round 3 when Dave tried to go in for a press and he just went right through him. That's a very good start. I started too fast. Dave's going for that flop press. Now Dave was flop press set up for the beginning. So that is a move that Vitaly's vulnerable to if he's fatigued. I don't think you can freshly do that. Maybe Jerry Caderet can freshly do it. I don't think I'm going to be giving that a shot. But he's just showing a lot of heart. Like, you're looking at this guy, and he is just fighting tooth and nail. But same thing from Dave Chaffee. Dave Chaffee is a guy who's known for winning the first couple of rounds and then losing around this time. Like, he was winning rounds first 2, then lose to Gennady, win first 2, lose to Morozov, whatever. I don't remember if there was before or after this, but he was getting to a habit of that. So when he did this, he pulled this victory off. Think about it. He won 2, then he's lost 3 in a row. This was a phenomenal match by both opponents for sure. But let's see what happens here. Back to the straps. Dave's setting up for that flop press. He's definitely got his shoulder carved. But okay, so he is a defensive presser from there. Like, he caught him with his shoulder in basically defensive posture just behind his hand to catch it. And it looks like he's going to push him to the pad. It's going to take him a couple times. He's going to get back up, probably do it one more time and get up here to press it. I'm guessing. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, he's committed. He's committed. Vitaly's fighting. Look at that grimace on Vitaly's face. Both these guys going for it. Dave's fighting, boy. This is a good match. This is a good match. Oh, that was a nice side pressure, almost transitional press from Vitaly. He got a foul with advantage gain, so that had to be stopped. Listen, love Vitaly. If he gets into a dogfight like this with me, I'm definitely winning. There's no way I'm gonna be this close to winning a match and lose. If it's this close to a match, you bet the house on me. I believe that the Vitaly that's showing up here real soon is going to be a very, very strong Vitaly. So, but if I can put him in deep water like this, I definitely like my chances. I am very surprised that they're letting Dave set up that much shoulder commitment forward, and already flop back pretty much. Just allows him to get there quicker. Yeah, Dave's in it big time. Dave's definitely getting this pin. Boy, Vitaly's still fighting though. West in open arm position. I mean, that's a position it's hard to come back from too. That inner elbow is just taking a beating. Look at that. Look at that angle on his elbow. Boy, he's fighting. The press has got to be imminent. It's got to be coming. The pin's got to be imminent. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Vitaly's trying to get back in it. One big surge from Dave, I bet. What do y'all think? Come on. Dude. I bet these guys are so weak at this point. There you go. Wow. Kind of came up and went for it one more time. This is 3-3 silver bullet match coming up in a epic battle. My goodness. This is crazy. I think we're 59 minutes and 46 seconds into this match. That is insane. All right, here we go. Wow. That is how fatigued these guys are. Dave's big, strong hand controlled Vitaly. It's fun going back and watching these because, like I said, I haven't seen this in a very long time. Dave's telegraphing a flop press once again. So they're trying to bring his shoulder in some. There's okay. That's pretty. It's about still 3 inches off. Let's see. Oh yeah, he blocked him. He blocked all the side pressure. That bicep stretching open, bicep stretching open. He's trying to dig deep, using elbows or fulcrum. Oh, but look at that exposed arm. And technically that would be a king's move out. That'd be a declined humerus. Not now, but it was. Oh, he's gonna compress it. There you go. Man, wow. That's crazy good match. So, like I said, I'm gonna review the next one so we can see what Vitaly does different. I know it's like 4-0. He just controls his hand, never lets a slip happen. That could be that Vitaly's hand's that much stronger, or Vitaly with the extra size is stronger, or that the nerve damage on Dave has had an effect. But I don't think it's as much Dave as it is how strong Vitaly's gotten, especially if we watch his recent matches with Morozov and Dazornov. The dude's an absolute stud. And I know he's really ready for this match. I know how much it means to him. It means a whole lot to me as well. My last workout is tomorrow, and I could not have had a better prep. Every bit of my programming, I hit actually exceeded a little bit of my programming initial numbers. Healthy, feel strong. In the last 6 weeks, I've only weighed less than 300 pounds first thing in the morning, maybe 6 days. Eating clean, I'm like 301 to 306. If I had some junk meals, I could probably be 310 in the morning. But although I'm not super pleased with this body composition, it's probably the best body composition I've ever had at this size. So coming to this thing the best I can possibly be. Hope you guys are excited. Don't forget to get your pay-per-view. It's an amazing card. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell for notifications.